Hey guys, welcome into this. We're going to have a very cool series. We're going to be spawning directly on top of Flash, who is brown, but we don't have brown for the overlay, so he's going to be purple. We're going to be basically just having a good time with this series. It's going to be a lot of fun, and his opponent is none other than Jaedong. So I'm really happy about this. It's going to be a great TVZ. We're going to start it out on Tau Cross, and we're going to move on from there. And this is always fun to watch the two best of Modern Brood War just played against each other, because these guys are just powerhouses for their respective teams and everything. I mean, Flash is the cornerstone of KT. He's the best, without a doubt, the best right now. Jaedong, he's on that weird Team 8 thing. He was Hwasong Oz, but they disbanded and that whole sadness happened. But we're going to see what he's going to be doing against Flash. We'll see if he'll open. Looks like he might be overpooling for actually his start. You'll see that Overlord is almost done. We should be seeing the pool going down for the non-pool. Or not. So we may just go ahead and see drones coming. It may just be 12 pooling actually, or 12 hatching. That'd be kind of fun. I thought I was going to actually do an overpool because it looked like he was going to have that good resources and everything else. But he's going to set out 2 drones, 1 for the hatch, 1 for the scout. So that's going to be fine because this little area, luckily it's not a Protoss, because Protoss is going to just do that 1 pylon. I don't know if Terrans put down supply depots or anything here to be annoying, but that is something that Toss can do. So there we have the 12 hatch down. So mutas are a possibility, considering that earlier the file ended up being corrupted, but we actually had an old school game of Yellow and Boxer, and Yellow went for a 2-hatch muta opener, getting the layer before metabolic boost and everything, and he did it off the 12 hatch, and that's why I'm giving it an honorable mention, because that game I can't upload because the file was corrupted. Like, I couldn't literally continue it. So right off the bat, that was a game I wanted to bring to you. It was Yellow versus Boxer, which has been awesome. But with that being impossible to bring to you guys, we'll go ahead and just enjoy some even better games, some more recent games, more modern and interesting metagame games. So let's watch as right now Flash is just getting down just normal standard stuff to start out with. He's just got his 1 racks out. He looks like he'll maybe going for a command center. He's got his SCV just sitting around, and so there was going to be the 1 racks expand. Nice build there. Probably throw down a bunker fairly soon. It's uncertain as to yet whether Jaedong will try and punish this or not, but odds are this should be standard play by both players. We see the 3rd hatch is now down in a good spot just to cover this little area. And extractor's just now begun, so it was 3 hatches before the extractor. Flash is not going to be able to really do much with SCV, just scout, keep it alive. But there's no metabolic boost yet or anything because there's no extractor. He's just happily droning away. We can see that the drones and overlords are coming along. I'm kind of curious to see what the result is going to be for the strategies. I'm assuming Muta's going to come out for Jaedong. I want to see him do that Muta opener, pressure Flash, just be annoying with the harassment, because I really want to see where Flash is going to put his missile turrets. And that sounds like a weird statement, but think about the position of mutas on this map, because you have all of these cliffs over here, these cliffs that can be abused by mutas. So when you have a turret right here, these cliffs can be used by the mutas to make sure the missile turret never really fires against them. So Flash will probably put them more along the lines of his mineral line to keep them alive and just better for defending this, and he might even do something weird like float a building or something at the vision. I highly doubt that, but scans can be used over here to deal with mutas and all that, because there's a lot of area outside this base for you to really be able to use. Like this area over here that's mimicked on this side for Flash can be useful for mutas, so incredibly useful for mutas. So that's what I really want to see. So we have the lair actually starting at the natural expansion for Jaedong. Looks like he's getting a lair before his metabolic boost as well. Maybe I'm wrong on that order. Maybe that is normal for Brood War. So I know for a fact it's not normal for StarCraft 2, but I really am trying to not make those StarCraft 2 analogies to Brood War. But if I'm wrong, I want to acknowledge that possibility, because it's not only a possibility, it's a probability. But that's just being human and being away from the game for too long. Sadness. Tear. So lair's about to be done. We do have enough for a spire to easily be made, and looks like we'll probably see creep colony. Creep colony. Spire. Spire. So the creep colony and the spire are down. And we already have the gas count to be fairly high. So Jaedong should be able to get a fair amount of mutas out. With those 3 hatches, he should be able to get specifically 9 mutas out. With that first row. But with this first creep colony coming out now, that's a nice count of drones. He knows his safety is there right now. As we can see, Flash has just got a very nice line of Marines, and he's just turtling at the moment, just getting up the tech that he wants. We can see how he's adding on another barracks, and he's just continuing to add on racks. He's going to power out, looks like just straight up medic marine, and he's getting his +1 weapons out. His academy, right as the academy finishes, Stim just starts researching. Let's hope he doesn't forget U-238 shells, because that's always funny when Terrans forget their range upgrade for their Marines. Because then you cringe. You cringe at that. Because it's kind of surprising how often you'll see really important games. There's usually something that gets forgotten. StarCraft 2, I know I've seen Combat Shield, Baneling Speed, Siege, all those being forgotten on so many occasions, which is really shocking. Looks like we're going to have another base up in top right for Jaedong. He's got more enough money for that, but you just go and do that. Get this after his flow of mutas. As you can see, his money just went down a lot because of his mutas. Does he have the upgrade? No upgrade coming down yet for the Spire. It's just straight up muta production. And oh, the mutas. 9 mutas right off the bat. Very, very, very nice timing. So with that, we can see that he's actually, I want to click on that one, Ling, so he's getting a couple Lings apparently behind this. Yep, he's getting Lings behind the mutas, and now he's getting sunken colonies and another creep colony just to be safe. But the Lings are running around, they're looking in, actually they got to the main base. I thought that was below the main base, but that is a part of the main base. And with that, in play, we're going to see that they actually, were they able to kill off a turret? Oh, if he was able to snipe a turret, that would be insane. But now the mutas are going to start running in. There are multiple turrets here, but with those Marines coming into play, Jaedong has to be really, really careful. He does manage to snipe that one turret without taking too much damage. But these mutas, oh, they're going to be, oh, they're in the mineral line. Those mutas are in the mineral line. Oh, that's so bad right now. And now we're going to see that Flashes end up getting lost to the medic and everything. So he's going to lose SCVs, medics, and that is a nice bit of damage done by Jaedong, though he did just lose a muta. I think that's almost worth a trade. Oh, there's 1 damage muta, worth a damage muta. I want to click on the damage muta. There it is. Look at how low health that muta is. 7 health. I was going to move in, and hopefully that's not the one that gets picked off. It is not. It's still able to regain health. This top right base is now done. So Jaedong is now with his 3 base economy up. But Lings are in great spotter positions to watch for Flash pushing out. But those mutas, look at this Overlord, it's abusing the spot that the mutas could. But oh, the mutas 1 just went down there. And this, how is this guy that's selected still alive? Look at how low his health is. That's kind of funny, to be honest. Alright, so now, I would assume that the range and everything is done for Flash. He's going to move out. He's going to kill off that Ling, but it's going to notify Jaedong that this base up here is at risk. We can see how he's getting the drones and all that. Hydras, lurkers are already on the way. Nice timing on that to get the Hydra Den and the lurkers stuff out. Is Queen's Nest, he's going for a hive. He wants his defilers out ASAP. That is a nice thing to have in ZVT. In fact, you kind of just want to survive until defilers, because once you get those defilers, you'll be able to push out and deal so much damage. Those plagues are going to be ridiculous on this bio. They're going to just eat up all the medic energy. Plus, you're going to have the Dark Swarm to make sure that the Marines can't even attack in. And with them to add in the Ultra support and all that, it's going to be deadly. So the Hive is now on the way quite happily. And with that little scenario, ooh, 2 lurkers also. With that little scenario, we're probably going to see Flash get a little bit unhappy. He's still only on 2 bases, though. He's going to need to do a little bit of damage and then probably try and get out his own 3rd. If he can get it here and maybe need some bunkers, get some Terran, some siege tanks out, and just siege up his siege tanks in good defensive spots, he'll be able to really, really be defensive. I mean, because as right now, you can see the burrowed lurkers are being defensive for Jaedong. He hasn't even morphed this guy into a sunken colony yet. He's kind of just saving those minerals for something else. But there's no Nidus network coming down to connect those the main and that 3rd base. Jaedong hasn't gotten a 4th base out either. He doesn't want to extend himself too thin. But these mutas are going to come in a little bit longer. But oh, look at that, just awareness by Flash, moving into a nice spot. But there we see a nice SCV pickoff for those mutas. Doesn't want to make sure that they do nothing. He wants to accomplish something with them. And there he comes, just a little bit more. Eats one missile from the turret. Nice job, Jaedong. Very nice job, Jaedong. And with these two lurkers here, they'll be able to do a lot of damage to any bioforce that try and move in. But it looks like we're going to have Flash ready for an attack. He's got all of his fire bats just sitting here and waiting to move in the front. But they got to get to the front. The Marines should definitely be behind the fire bats. But it looks like he's just going to sit around and wait. But look at how these mutas have never stopped moving from Jaedong. They just never quite slowed down. The only times that they aren't moving is when they're just... To be honest, I haven't seen them not move yet, so I don't really know what to say they have stopped moving. But okay, we're seeing a stim going down. But looks like they're just going to go after try and hit those mutas. We see how those Marines are definitely chasing them down, but they're going to go ahead and get sandwiched. We have more guys coming in. The tanks are now on the way for Flash. That's going to be really, really good. Siege mode's only halfway done, though. Doesn't quite have that good tank ability to kill off those lurkers. But he's working on it. He's most definitely working on it. Alright, so... Limitas, one kill there. And it seems that Flash is still not quite ready to engage over here, but ooh, there's a lot of lurkers here and a nice spread. If Flash moves in, he's going to be a little bit worse for waiting. And see, he's going to actually lose? No, never mind. Look how fast those Marines get healed. But those siege tanks are now completely sieged up. We see a scan down here in a second to deal with those lurkers. Mutas are now... There we go! We found that the muta's not moving for once. I mean, that's just kind of fun to see. I mean, normally they do, but... Okay, now we're seeing Flash is pushing it. He's now killed off all of those lurkers with the science vessels. No need to scan when you got a science vessel on the field, but there's a sacrificial Marine, but that's still good damage that Flash is doing against Jaedong. He's now ahead of Jaedong in the food count, and he's going to move in and start sieging this area, but it looks like we had an irradiate just going cast. Yeah, there it is on the Defiler, but there are still two more. There's the Consumer. We should be seeing the Dark Swarm getting thrown down. There it is. That's going to make sure that those guys are impervious, and we're going to have this tanks taking a little bit of damage. One will go down. The other one's going to stay alive, but still, nice damage has been dealt to these units in the front. We're going to see more leapfrogging of the Dark Swarm. Looks like no, but we have... Oh, those are some dead Marines. Nice, just Lurker Burrow over there doing damage, but now with the tank, they have to retreat. And with that retreat, we're going to watch this Jaedong is going to try and kick this into the late game. He does have a lot of mutas still running around. He's done a great job keeping them alive. Flash's third, though, is just now going down. It's not exactly late by any means, but I feel like he's had the opening to get them a little bit sooner. Unless Jaedong has been overly ambitious with some lings running around the field, in which case then he can't really do that. But this tank is looking to be safe. Tank is going to be safe. So now moving around here, we do look at the Evo Chambers getting down that carapace upgrade. Right now, they're just... These are O2 Lings. That's not that much DPS at all. Flash, on the other hand, is sitting only at 1-1, so I guess it's kind of okay. But as the fire's going to fall, will it throw down another Dark Swarm? It does not get it off. That's kind of disappointing. Could have thrown another one down over here or something and just helped Flash not be able to move down to this spot. These mutas are once again just sitting here. Jaedong is just running around, doing what he needs to. He's still got a lot of lurkers and everything over here. Flash looks like he wants to siege this next expansion of Jaedong, and that is actually quite the vulnerable expansion. But with 4 lurkers, we're going to need to see the siege tanks. Oh, they just got irradiated, didn't they? Oh, Defiler's got irradiated, but it could throw down another... Oh, no, the drones... Okay, drones are actually okay, but will we see... We will not see. We will not see, because the Defiler got sniped. Unfortunate for him. So now coming along over here, the lurkers are coming on the left. They're going to be able to get a full surround on all of those bio. They're just dead. There's just no other way around. Those guys are just dead. That was a really nice engagement. Simple engagement. Flash getting taken advantage of in the fact that he wasn't looking quite that moment. But let's see what he's got. Oh, now nice. 6 racks is continuously producing. His eBay is getting his next attack upgrade for those Marines. That's going to be nice. 2-1. That's just 3-1 that's coming along the way, which is definitely better than the 0. Oh, this is obnoxious of Flash. He's got the tank on that high ground. Oh, and that has so much range. You can see how it's taking down the extractor, which is a great thing to do. That's going to be really, really unfortunate to lose that kind of gas. That's so important for the... Oh, no, the irradiate. All those mutas are getting... They're not getting split. Oh, that was... Just, wait, there's just so few mutas. It doesn't matter to get split. They're just dead. See how that siege tank, though, is still alive. Those mutas tried to be helpful, take that out, but now they're just gone from the field. But another base is going down for Jaedong, and his... Just kind of waiting for drops. That's what his Scourge is just patrolling for, is waiting for those drops. Huh. Ultra Cavern's coming along now, so that's going to be nice. Kind of surprising that we're seeing such an early high, but it was just Lurker Link Defiler as opposed to any kind of Ultra before. Now we're watching as these Bioforces getting completely wrecked. They're just dying. Flash is now going to push up. Will he engage over here? He's actually expanding up here to his 4th base, and with that gets up, that's going to be really unfortunate. Jaedong right now has just actually lost his base. Looks like a huge plague, though, did land on those units. Now we're going to just watch them get ripped apart by those links. Nice job, but still, in the end, this base has been dealt with, and that's what Flash definitely wanted. But some more Marines are going to fall. And looks like we're going to have another Defiler. Just, full energy Defiler, too. That's unfortunate. Lings are going to run around, try and be aggressive. We do have some explosions, but almost only one vessel actually went down. So those Scourge, not quite as effective as they really could have been. But Flash is just very good at just moving them away and just making sure that those Marines are enough to defend. Okay, so now we're having just so many tanks. Oh my god, the vessels are even just continuing to irradiate everything. This is the most annoying thing about Flash's playstyle in TBC, is the fact that he irradiates everything. He always alternates groups of science vessels, so that when they get damaged and everything, it doesn't matter. You can just go ahead and just repair and then move along. I wonder if he's actually started building them back here. He usually does. We have the starport, get on the vessels. We have a dropship on the field, so we can definitely see some drops from him. I don't see any other vessels. Looks like he only has one group of vessels right now. He does like to alternate them, repair one, send out the other group, and just continuously do that. It looks like Jaedong will be getting out his next base. I'm expecting the hatchery to go down right here, but Jordan's just sitting there. And it looks like we have Defilers trailing each other. One irradiated, the other one getting damaged by the irradiate. If that kills the other Defiler, that'd be okay. Good. We have Scourge running around and try and chase down the vessels. That vessel's gonna fall. This other two are gonna fall. Yes, there we go. That's actually a nice pick-off, where we see that this base is now getting killed off completely. The Lurkers and everything are still here, but it's just a little bit too late. That base still does fall. So that's really unfortunate for Jaedong to have that happen. It's very unfortunate for Jaedong. But Flash is still running around being aggressive. We're watching as Jaedong's been able to shut down this group of Marines. You can see the full round and everything. Those Lings are just 1-2. Jaedong's upgrades are actually rather lackluster. We're seeing the Ultra movement is going to get ahead and get researched, but once again, we're seeing Flash just abusing this siege tank positioning up here. We could actually see a plague. Are we gonna? Yes, we will see the plague. So that's gonna be a nice way just to deplete all those medic energies. Look at the medic energy on this guy. This girl is 160 and it's going farther and farther down. But we see the vessels are now here. The space has now fallen. We see a couple of links pushing forward, but there's a nice little dark swarm, and look at the medic's energy. It's continuing to plummet. But the Mutes are going to try and push in. They do manage to snipe the tank. Nice little job. Actually, it looks like Jaedong reproduced a little of those Mutas to make sure you can actually do that. This medic has now finally been able to just get the energy down up to 47 now and have actually climbed instead of going down. But Nice Canal is now connecting the base. Looks like the other Nice Canal should be in the main, I would assume, or natural. Natural. There we go. We got other Nice Canals down there. But this base hasn't been mined yet. We see that this is still trying to get broken, this position, but Flash is holding it nicely. This base is being put down once again, but there's a lot of units here actually. The extractor is still being mined by those drones and all, but it looks like Flash wants to go ahead and move and attack. He's got all these bio and siege tanks, actually no, siege tanks are there, but science vessels are there. We're watching as things are getting irradiated. That's going to be enforced. It is Defilers. There's going to be no Consume and no Darkstorm there, but there is a Plague that does land, which is going to be rather nice, but the Mutas attacked a little bit late to actually take advantage of that Plague. Ultra's now coming in. We've got Flash actually macroing really well at 160 food. Ultra's now going to try and just deal with this armor, but they're not moving back or anything. So it looks like these Ultras are going to be doing an easy job just cleaning up some of those bioforces. But yeah, it's 132 food for him, 145 for 143 now for Flash. These science vessels are so hurt by the Plague. Now we're seeing them pushing in. We have an Irradia on one Ultra, but that does so much damage against other medics, Marines, and everything. That's going to be really bad. But it actually serves to kill off that Ultra. This was just the siege tank, but the siege tank has done a nice job of just being on the high ground and being very annoying. Alright. I have the hiccups, it sucks. So we have a lot of It's coming in, and it looks like with a few Hydras, he actually may keep those as Hydras. Hydras against Plagued Science Vessels is not even close. Those Hydras will wreck in that situation. Absolutely wreck. Looks like Jaedong's going to continue mining from this base, just from those right couple patches, just because of the fact that this siege tank is obnoxious in its positioning. But notice how Jaedong actually looks like he misplaced this hatchery. He's forced to use 4 drones to mine optimally from this extractor as opposed to just 3. And he's also not mining any minerals at all. He's kind of focusing a lot more on his gas income. Which makes sense. If you look at it, he's definitely starving for gas. But there are Dark Swarms and everything. There I see a couple plays went down, but that all just wasn't quite enough. Lurkers inside the Dark Swarm. That's a nice little move. They're going to be able to continue doing so much damage. This base has been put up once again. We see more drones are moving along. The space is now dead, but do we have no more upgrades? We see, okay, good. Melee attacks coming down. That's only +2 melee attacks. Jaedong is so low on upgrades. I mean, he's got a nice army, but he's low on upgrades. Flash is already 3-2. And he's getting his +3 almost done as well, so he's looking to be very solid with his upgrades. Jaedong is just getting away lots of units. We do see an Irradiate on a Lurker, an Irradiate on an Ultra. That Irradiate Ultra, another Irradiate Ultra, but there's no Bioforces here to really have Jaedong able to utilize these Ultras. But he's going to go ahead and he's got to keep those Ultras away from all those links, as Irradiate Ultras get destroyed by, or destroy links, really. But we're going to see, watch as all those Ultras are going to fall. Yeah, and then we're going to see this last one go down. Oh, no, not with the Lings in front of you. Look at that. He was so close to killing a few of those last. But look at that Ultra. Managed to survive with 10 health. And these guys are still sieged over there. They are still sieged, and Jaedong has got to deal with a fastly approaching max flash. And look at all the barracks coming in. They're all producing perfectly. It's actually kind of funny. That's just scary. And then Flash, okay, they all go dark. Except this guy. Flash is not producing them. He's going to instead focus on this battle over here. You see how he's running around. We see a D-Matrix on the frontal siege tank. That's really annoying to deal with. So Jaedong is going to get crushed. Flash's dark barracks. Very weird. There we go. Now they're all lit up again. But yeah, Jaedong tried to engage in a choke. Does not go well for Jaedong to engage in choke. Now we're going to have another choke being engaged in, because we're going to see Flash moving along. We can go ahead and just start just wreaking havoc over here. We have 3-3, 1-0. Oh, it's going to be bad. But Jaedong's going to try and push in. He does have the Dark Swarms doing a nice job of pushing in. The Ultras are dead, though. We see a nice Plague, but the Ultras are dead. And Jaedong is being forced back from this expansion. He's pulling back all of his drones. He's kind of forced to sacrifice it now. And this base is still getting sieged by this tank and those Marines and Marauders. Or medics. Yeah. Now we're having all these guys pushing in. A few links are not going to be enough to really deal with this. The siege tank will fall to the Sunken colonies. That's going to be nice for that. We have a few Ultras and some links. They're actually enough to clean up this army, except for all these tanks. There were the tanks, though, and this small force of medic Marine is dead. Yes, but let's see. Flash is... He actually could have expanded to this if he really wanted to. He's just right now producing from all of these barracks. I wonder if he's going to go ahead and catch him again as he adds on more Marines. No, his barracks are going dark again. Oh, his barracks are going dark again. It's kind of really odd. Really, really odd. Alright, so now running around, we do see that there was some. Oh my god, the Irradiates are so annoying. Look at Flash right now. It's a 186 food. Jaedong is pushing forward. He's only 121 though. He's engaging in great spots. Look at all these tanks going down. That's a beautiful pickoff, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Flash just has so much. He's at 156 food. That's a little bit more conceivable for Jaedong to defend, but Jaedong's going to really need some money Dark Swarms, some big plagues, something, because this is just so much from Flash. And Jaedong's been forced to re-expand over to this base, so he can do that. That'll definitely be points for him. But right now we're watching as they're going to once again engaging over here. We got the Plague on a few of those Science Vessels. Tanks are now trying to unsiege and get out of the Dark Swarm, but there's no more follow-up Dark Swarms. There's a nice force of Ling Ultra moving in, but it's now almost pure Ultra. The Links are pretty much dead. And we're having the tanks retreat, it would seem. And a bunch of medics being sacrificed, essentially. But now with those siege tanks sieged up, ultras are forced to retreat. So Jaedong is seriously holding on. He's did a great job of that, but Flash has a lot of stuff. Jaedong is down 30 food, only at 112 right now, and he really needs to get more bases mining. He's got that hive base is now out of minerals. His main base is out of minerals. His other bases are looking to be like they're okay on minerals and resources and all that, but the fact that this is still here, shutting down this geyser is big. Wait, unsiege. Oh! Yikes. We're gonna see that siege up and take down drones. Looks like we're gonna have a drought coming down here. We've got the Marines coming down now. And it's pure Marine. Wow, so Flash just wants DPS. He has no medics or anything in this group. And this could actually work. If you focus on the hatchery, it's going down. Jaedong's about to lose on the base. Jaedong just lost on the base. Now that we see these units in an obnoxious spot, Lynx are not going to be able to deal with this, really. We see how Marines are still alive. Looks like a drone now is just getting picked off as they pop. I look at 4 Marines are still left over there. So it looks like we're seeing that Flash is trying to move on. And I hate the brown. The brown is so hard to see against the minimap and everything. As I keep going to battles just a split second late. It's frustrating for me as well as you guys, so I apologize. This is not a good map for having a brown player. I don't think the shift tab's gonna work. Yes, makes them all red. That's not helpful. Alright. So now we keep hearing more scans. It looks like Flash is trying to be careful. And there's his 5th base. 5th base going down for him. He's done a great job of just shutting down bases. Oh no, we have the extractor. Not extractor, the eraser trick from those science vessels. It's kind of unfortunate. So more losses by Jaedong. And look at that, just more radiates. Jaedong's behind. 110 to 152 food. It's kind of... I'm kind of worried for him. Flash is now going to start mining from this base over there. We've got all his units out there for him moving around. This next base of Jaedong's been put down for, what, the 3rd, 4th time? It kind of hurts, to be honest, to actually see that he's just getting manhandled right now. We're watching as this bust is going to try and take place. It looks like these tanks are going to fall. We do just have Lynx and Ultras moving against tanks that are unsupported. A few Marines are coming in now, and it looks like Jaedong may pull the way after killing off the tank. It looks like he will be doing just that. I'm kind of scared for him. We've got the Ultra outside of the Dark Swarm. Now it enters the Dark Swarm. This other guy takes some splash damage, though. But those Marines are actually impervious to the Sun Colony inside the Dark Swarm, I believe. So that guy kind of just missed out right over there. We have a command center being thrown down. I don't know if this is a man or command center, if he actually wants this base. But it looks like Flash is still seeming confident that he's going to be winning. We've got the Dark Swarm going down just in time for that to fly. Look at that, it had 0 energy for a second. Now we see a big plague also on those units. That's going to be super huge for keeping this medic energy pretty much gone. Oh, and there's that scan. He sees the units. There's enough firepower though. These are just red Marines. I never see him pushing in. Jaedong is going to try go ahead and break this. Looks like this might be successful, actually. Oh god, I'm so not used to using the brood word because I'm trying to move across the screen to get all the action in, but we're watching as all of these guys are running around. We see tanks are going to fall. These Lings, they're 3-2. Finally, that +3 attack upgrade. It took them long enough. They were just doing nothing for so long. We've got these guys going to go ahead and just start dying over there in that base. Is Jaedong getting his... He's not getting his level 3 carapace. Why not, Jaedong? You need that. You're going up against 3-3 Marines. Alright, so this hatchery is starting to take a little bit of fire now. This one Marine's got 2 kills, so that's kind of nice for him. But they're all moving around. Looks like the veterans of this little Marine medic force is going to go ahead and just die. The entire force of them is going to die. But Jaedong is still holding on. He's still holding on quite well. But we see that there's another sieging of this base over here on the top. +2 attack for those siege tanks is a very nice bit of damage. We've got turrets and everything down there, but I don't see Armory is not getting anything. I don't know much else Jaedong can really do at this point. He's down 86 to 141 food. I mean, he's getting good engagements and everything, but he's got to get perfect engagement, and Flash has to make a big mistake right now. The big issue, though, is the fact that Flash has this base mining, and a little bit of this base mining. Jaedong has got this base not mining, this base non-existent, this base barely mining, and this base not mining. In fact, it's getting dropped, but Flash can go ahead and pick up 8 Marines and leave, and it looks like he made us go ahead and hit the natural. Oh, that's so obnoxious too. Oh, he's even got the Marines on top of his extractor to make sure that that can't even get a mine. Even though it's depleted, it's still gas loss for Jaedong, and he needs that gas. Alright, so now you've got siege tanks running around, but those drones have a horrible life, just trying to walk all the way up there and then all the way back down just to get 8 minerals. That hurts. But now we're going to watch as they're moving. Looks like with the Dark Swarm, this base should be held. Jaedong gets a nice plague, too, on a few of those Marines and medics and all that. So the mech energy is going to go down quite a lot. Some energy is actually already at 0. This one's going to go down to 0 fairly soon as well. As it tries to heal the plague. Let's see if the Marine is going up in health for a little bit. Actually, is getting damaged now. It's back on plague. That's kind of unfortunate. But oh, look at this! It's the transfer of SCVs is about to get caught, but it just doesn't matter. Too many tanks. This game's been done for a while, to be honest. Jaedong is just holding on as much as he can. I don't know, but it looks like game one's pretty much been going to Flash. I mean, he played this game incredibly well, just very stable, and he's just doing an amazing job of just keeping Jaedong back. Jaedong was never really able to do that much harassment beyond the initial mutas, and therefore Flash was never really delayed, while Flash was able to pick off a ton of expos during this game, and Jaedong just couldn't do much. He just couldn't do much. We're watching, he's now pressing in right now. He's got Dark Swarms and everything. He's doing well, but there's just no units. He's got 2 Ultras and a few Lings that are pretty much trying to single-handedly destroy his entire Marine tank force from Flash, and that's just not a winning battle. It's just not a winning battle in the least. So we're waiting along. We just gotta have the stim. I mean, Jaedong's putting up a great fight. I mean, think about how many times he's lost this base alone. It's been insanity. So with this game kind of clear, we see that Marines need to come in and save these SCVs, or is the tank will be? Oh, the tank actually falls. But that doesn't change the fact that those Marines still came in and saved the day. And Jaedong is kind of just sitting back. He's kind of just waiting for Flash. Flash is now expanded to the base that Jaedong was in for the longest time and got killed a bunch of times. And the thing is, this previous obnoxious spot is now gone, and it's basically just a non-defensive point for Flash if he wants to go ahead and use it. Jaedong has got almost no minerals. He's at 88 food. Flash is right now sitting at 91. Maybe engagements are going on, doing great for. We see Erasmus actually. We see the Lynx actually moving on, doing damage. They're doing a lot of work actually. Wait a second. Jaedong might pull us off. So we had Erasmus over here. I'm writing Jaedong off, and he might actually win. He won. He won. Whoops. I am clearly foolish. Game 1 goes to Jaedong.